Hi Eric, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Tim.
I'm alright.
Yeah, is this comfortable seat for you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that you feel a little bit comfortable. Just going over an intake form here that has come in to our company, and want to make sure that the information that's here is accurate. Is that okay with you?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're 21 years of age?
Yep.
Okay, and let me just make sure that, you got you correct date of birth? Because my paperwork here is a little bit jagged.
May 1st, 1993.
Perfect. That was what they had on there. Very good. So tell me a little bit about your day and how long it took you to get here. I know that you live in Lynn, Mass, so you came into Boston, and how was the traffic?
Well, I'm glad I don't have to drive into Boston every day, I'll say that much.
Makes two of us.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, not what I was used to, but I got here in time, left a little early.
Yeah. Well, I just want to make sure that you feel comfortable, and basically I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable, so what I want to make sure that you know is that we have a lavatory right down there if you have to use the bathroom. This might not take more than 15-20 minutes. And then also I have waters and coffees over there in the kitchenette. If you'd like one, I can grab you one.
I could use a drink of water, actually.
Sure, let me grab you one. I'll be right back. You know what, I think I'll grab one for myself too.
Perfect.
Here you go.
Thank you, sir.
So getting back to your home is in Lynn. Do you live alone, or do you live with family, or are you married with children?
I had a roommate, but as of late, I've been living on my own.
Okay. The rest of your family, they live in Lynn?
We used to live in Lynn, but as of now, my brothers and sisters have moved out, and it was just me and my dad left, but he actually passed away a couple years ago.
Okay. Sad to hear that. How did he pass?
He actually had a heart attack in his sleep, and we found him the next morning. It was a little devastating, but I'm glad he at least got to go into sleep.
Yeah, I see here that you're come in to talk a little bit about stresses and death and a little bit of anxiety and depression going on. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I would say probably the year after my dad died is when I was really stressed and everything, because he was a big part of my life, and it was almost like my best friend, because it was just, like I said, it was just me and him left living in Lynn. Everyone else in our family kind of moved out, and after that first year it started getting a little better, but as of late, I would say the last couple months, either stressed at work, or I second guess everything I do, and I'm not sure if it's because of the death or because of work, or now I'm living by myself, or what it is, but I'm definitely starting to feel these anxieties, I guess, like you said.
Okay, perfect. And tell me a little bit about your living situation, your work situation. Do you work currently full time?
Yeah, I work for UPS, actually.
Excellent, excellent. Is it full time?
Yes.
With
full-time.
benefits and everything?
Yeah, actually some decent benefits. Started working straight out of high school. My dad got me the job.
Awesome. So tell me, how was the winter with UPS?
Yeah, every winter's rough, but this one was a little much, you can say.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
You didn't dent any of those trucks, did you?
Oh, you heard about that?
Those brown trucks?
Yeah, no,
I've seen them everywhere. I've seen them everywhere on the roads. I mean, during Christmas time, it was overwhelming seeing them everywhere. They worked pretty hard during that season.
Yeah, we always get backed up during Christmas, especially this year.
Yeah, did it help you out with overtime or anything?
Yeah, ton of overtime, so, more money for me.
Yeah, well, that helps with the stresses too, when you're able to have extra money and pay your bills. And how you doing with your bills?
I try to keep up with it, but I'm still a young kid, just getting used to paying all of them and everything. And
no, you're doing pretty well for yourself. You know, I'm glad that you did come in. You feel comfortable continuing? Is that okay?
Yeah, I feel like I can keep talking.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about your family history. Do you have any medical issues besides knowing that your dad passed with a heart attack?
Yeah, I guess so. Heart problems maybe be in the family. We're an Irish American family. I guess you could say a little drinking in the blood, maybe. We like to go out and be Irishmen.
Yeah, so it's not casual. It's kind of, you go out quite often.
You know, it's probably casual for me, but maybe for others, not so much. Maybe more than casual.
Okay, that doesn't keep you from going to work every day.
Oh no,
Yeah,
absolutely. I'm dedicated.
perfect. So how about, do you use drugs at all?
They test at work, but I mean, every once in a while, I guess I'll smoke a little weed. I mean,
Okay. All right, and that still keeps you on pace to go to work and live your daily life and.
yeah, it definitely helps with the stress. I'd say when I'm really stressed out, I might smoke before going to bed to help me go to bed because it's tough for me to sleep a lot on nights.
Okay. You mind if I just make a note of that?
Sure, as long as this is all confidential.
It is. In fact, we'll have you. I'll go over all the HIPAA information and informed consent, which you'll sign, which basically protects all your rights.
Okay.
The only time that your rights would not be protected would be as if you were harm to yourself or harm to others, or you basically neglected, hurt, or a disabled person or an infant child, that type of thing. That's the only time that our confidentiality would be breached. If you're okay with that, that's fine.
Okay.
And that's something that our counselor will go over with you as well when you're going to meet with him.
Okay.
Okay. A little bit more about your home life. As you say, you just live alone, and
Yeah, I live alone as now. Would like to have a dog, but the apartment won't let us.
yeah, I can say I have a couple dogs myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love dogs. I've had dogs since I was a little kid.
Nice. What kind?
Boxers.
I love boxers.
Yeah, real playful, but they're almost too big for a condo apartment
Yeah, exactly.
because they're very active. You need a backyard, and they're pretty playful animals.
Yeah. Maybe when I upgrade in a couple of years and get a bigger place and maybe an apartment that'll let me have dogs, I'd think of a boxer.
Yeah, that'd be great. You'd be a great family member. Let me ask you a couple more questions. I don't want to keep you too long. I just want to make sure that you, that again, you feel comfortable and you know what, when you called, this is basically the information I'm reading back to you, and I want to make sure that I get everything that's accurate.
Okay.
Are we accurate so far?
So far, yes.
Okay. And what do you do during the week for recreational activities?
Like after work?
Yeah, after work, before work.
I'm actually in a bowling league. We meet on Thursdays, so once a week I get to go out with the boys and bowl a little bit, have a little bit of fun.
Okay. And so the bowling league, is that for with your coworkers, or is it any of your family members, or?
It's mostly guys from high school, so guys from Lynn.
Okay. So those guys you grew up with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you like to do? You like to do any other workouts or?
Yeah, I played a lot of sports in high school, so I
Yeah,
still
you're a
like
good
to.
sized guy. I mean, you look like you're in shape.
Thanks. Yeah, I like to work out, get to the Y every once in a while when I can.
Yeah, the Y actually in the Lynn area is known for having a lot of strong guys come out of there.
Yeah, a lot of free weights, which a lot of gyms, you don't really see free weights much anymore.
No, not at all. It seems like a fitness atmosphere, not a weightlifting atmosphere.
Like those Planet Fitnesses.
You don't
Can't
like
do
that, no. Yeah, I can understand that. I can relate to that. Let me see. So getting back to your school and bowling, what type of education have you been able to do, or
Just Lynn Public Schools, high schools, and then right from high school I started working at UPS. My dad was actually worked there for 20 years, so he got me a job there.
okay? So you've got a high school diploma, or any other college, or?
No, I was gonna try to go to North Shore Community College, but didn't work out. Got the job, and
Yeah.
it's good money.
Maybe you should look into some of the benefits. They might have some tuition reimbursement. You never know if you ever think about going back.
Yeah.
Any of your brothers and sisters go to high school and go on to college?
Yeah. Actually, my younger sister just graduated high school, and she went out to school in California.
Oh, nice, nice. Different weather than here.
Yeah.
You get to speak to her often?
Yeah, we talk a little bit, but once she went out, she's kind of just doing her own thing for now.
Yeah, you had mentioned before that some of the family had just separated. And
Yeah.
touching back to education, which high school did you go to?
I went to Win English.
In English? Okay. I'm pretty familiar with the Lynn area and that public school system. Was Mr. Filer your, excuse me, was he your principal?
Yeah, Mr. Fowler's been there forever.
Yeah, he's been there probably close to 30 years now. He's a pretty good guy.
Yeah,
I liked him.
big strong guy.
Yeah, he's a strong guy.
Intimidating.
He's intimidating, but he does advocate for the kids, and the test scores have gone through the roofs for them. So that's great to hear. I'm glad he's still even there. I haven't talked to him in years. But after talking to you, I may go back and watch a football game, or basically recollect back in my.
Yeah, I haven't been there a couple of years either, but maybe that'd be a good idea too to go check out.
Yeah, once you get into the working field, it's basically work, pay bills, and that's the thing. Hopefully, the YMCA is a good outlet for you to let off some of that stress, and you start feeling a little bit of that anxiety, and maybe you're able to do things for yourself, because you are definitely an independent guy.
Right.
And that's how you like it, and someday you will have a boxer, I bet, just by talking to you.
That'd be nice.
You seem like a real good person that would fit very well with a boxer type of personality. They're really quite the animal with loyalty, and never take the place of a person or a family member, but they become part of your family pretty quick, pretty easily.
Right. I feel like that's with a lot of the dogs. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So getting back to your feelings and feeling depressed or have some anxiety of things, did it happen before your dad had passed, or did it come on right afterwards?
I guess I'm sure I've always had it. Maybe I just didn't start realizing it till afterwards. But, I mean, yeah, I guess I've always had a little bit of stress. I mean, always been stressed through high school, sports, and then job. And
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of good things have come out of this. I mean, you have a full-time job, you're paying your bills, you found your way into my office, which is pretty tough to do during rush hour. You just dealt with the most catastrophic winter ever in your job, and it looks like that you're on your right path. I want to definitely make sure that you feel comfortable with everything that I've written and basically we've talked about today, and be able to pass that along to the counselor.
so I'd be talking to someone else, a counselor.
Yeah, so what I do is I just do the intake of the information that came in from the hotline, because you've already called them, and we probably can get you an appointment today if that's something you'd like, because now all I have to do is pass this information on to the secretary, and you could see one of 3 therapists. All 3 are very, very, very good. They all have over 20 years of experience, and all of them have dealt with your symptoms of feeling anxiety, a little bit of depression. They'll be able to help you through your daily routine and make sure that you feel comfortable with yourself and you feel safe. And I'm pretty sure that we can get you an appointment today if you'd want that. If not, we can set up with the secretary out front, and she can book an appointment for you a week from now. That's up to you.
Right. I think talking to you so far today would be enough for today. Maybe we can book something in the future. Or,
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. But you know, really, I'm glad that you said that, because basically I'm almost basically complete, and I don't want you to get overwhelmed and make you feel uncomfortable. And even if you want to take a break, I just have a few more questions to ask. You know, is that okay?
we can keep rolling, yeah.
Okay, so you feel comfortable here, you just don't want to see another person. Is that what
Right.
you're
I
saying?
think opening up to one person in one day is more than enough
yeah,
for me.
That's fine. I'll definitely make a note of that, because it's important for us to know too that you feel comfortable only up until a certain point. And, you know, maybe too many questions, too many open up feelings might make you feel overwhelmed and not want to come back. And we want to help you, so we want to make sure that you do come back. How do you deal with your anxieties and depression? Because over here it states that you sleep a lot. Tell me a little bit about how it feels, and when you feel it, what happens?
I mean, I guess I just, like I think I said earlier, I start just second guessing, like almost like every move like I make, even like little things, like forgetting like to put something away or putting it in a different place. Like it's almost like I get mad at myself for like the littlest things. It's strange.
Okay, you're a pretty independent guy. You take care of yourself, and when those things happen, what do you do?
I mean, I wouldn't say I lash out. I try to keep. I guess I'm a guy that keeps everything bottled up inside. So, I mean, it's not like I'm punching walls or anything, but
Thank God.
it definitely gets to me a little bit, like the little things.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, some people deal with anxiety and depression a little bit differently. Holding it in is some way of dealing with it in itself. That's something you'll be able to talk to the therapist about. You know, just in closing, I just want to make sure that everything that I have is accurate. Is there anything else you want me to add? Or would you like me to take something out of there? I mean, I'm pretty sure we've covered quite a bit, and I know that you're kind of want to get on your way.
yeah, I feel like everything that we've talked about is okay to pass on, and whatever you feel is right.
So it's not up to me. I'm just here to basically do the intake and make sure that you feel comfortable, and we'll set you along with the therapist.
Yeah, I definitely feel like we're good then. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I will gladly set you up with the secretary up front. In fact, I mean, I can buzz her now and let her know that you're coming out, Eric, and definitely you may see me again as you pass by the office. But it was a pleasure meeting you, and I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
And I'll just make sure that you get over to see the secretary, Mary Ann. And thanks again for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, Phil.